The third thing from yesterday was how to create creative combinations in casino dancing. So when you're dancing with your partner, how do you basically get away from combinations? So the guys are not saying, I have 5 combinations which I always dance, and the girls are like, boring. But to get basically into the mood that you know a lot of different Lego bricks from which you can create various sculptures and enrich your dance. And we presented a system yesterday for the guys to sort of simplify their thinking when they're dancing. And the idea was that when a guy is dancing, he's only thinking one clave ahead. So 2 measures ahead. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. He chooses what he will dance, and then at the end he decides what he will dance next. And for this, in each position he needs to know various options. Yeah? But by knowing various options in each position, your dancing becomes much richer because you're not dancing through the same long patterns anymore, but you have like multiple paths you can take through all of your knowledge. The girls are held like this most of the time when you're doing patterns. This has 2 consequences. One is there is not a lot of body movement when you have this. Yeah? And secondly, the girls cannot be very creative, so they have to use and footwork to actually do something out of it to actually be more attractive. So girls have to basically, during this, be using the lower part of their body a lot to express their femininity. Yeah? So let's do the boring part first. So what are the options for dancing Casino Vueltas, the figures? So what we did yesterday is we started everything with this introduction. So the 70 introduction. So this was our first 8 of dancing. And from here we said, let's have like 2 or 3 options of what we want to do next. So our first option in this position, what to do next, what was the first one? Was 70 reversada, 70 going the other way. So I was basically turning the girl around to an opposite position, like this, mirror position. So the 70 reversada. The second option from here was that I was doing an enchufa and wrapping myself up like this. That was the second option. Huh? And whenever she's like this behind me, she will have a lot of options to use her hips and legs because she's stationary. Huh? And my third option in this position was magic extension of my hand and bringing her over behind me into something else. Yeah? So those are the 3 options we had from a 70 position. And now for each of those options, let's see what are the options from there. So when I was here, and I chose the option of 70 reversada, I basically did this, and now have to know what to do from here. One option is, from here, we do another 70. So we like reverse the whole motion, and I'm back at the starting position. That was one option. Yeah? The second option for 70 reversada was that I walk behind her back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And I'm again in the same position of 70. Yeah? So those are my 2 options. 2 options from there. Yeah? Continuing. The second continuation from here was I do an enchufa and I wrap myself up like this. Now this position is very interesting, as I said, because the girl now has a lot of interesting.
We most definitely have to use this time here for us to do something because our legs are finally in place. So the one thing is I put my butt back as much as I can. Yeah, I can lean on him a little bit here, so I can do like just 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, like a very big 8. I can do a mambo rhythm here to change it up a little bit, a different rhythm. So I also use a lot of hips as much as I can, yeah, without disturbing the guy's rhythm, of course, in the hands, or anything else that you can come up with. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You can do it slow, you can do it fast, just do it big. Yes.
Okay.
And just one hip. No, you go first.
And from here we have 2 options of continuation. So as she's behind me, I can do like a lightweight version of the terremoto, which means 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. And on 7 I also turn towards her. So terremoto means earthquake. And so I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Or I can do an arco iris, the rainbow. I can lift her like 1, 2, 3, 5 or 7. Like this. So 2 options of getting out of this kind of wrapping. Yeah?
Ladies, make your hands very soft when he does any kind of the terremoto style, okay? just your fingertips to have the tension, so he can lead you in whichever direction, but otherwise your arms need to be really soft. Okay?
So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Very soft arms. The full terremoto starts not really from this position, but from this position. So if you want to like try one time the proper terremoto, it's like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you do it faster. So that's an option. Okay.
Just one thing for the ladies, when we do this version with enchufa start here, we can do like a kachan movement instead of going 1, 2, 3, we go and 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, down.
Guys as well. Yeah?
Okay.
Just make sure that this kachan is not very big. So when you're here, this kachan should be small. Kachan.
In place.
Yeah? Not like a long step. Yeah? And the third variation was when we were in Satenta, we had this magic extension of the hand. When you are extending her hand behind the back, it is important to realize this is like the Italian, what is it, the instrument for drawing? It's the Italian, the instrument,
Compass.
which the Italian compass, or how you call it? Yeah. So it's the same kind of idea. Like it's fixed here, and you have to go around with her hand. And to do this, you have to extend her hand. Ivanska has very long hands, so I have to go down with my shoulder under her armpit, and then go down and over her head to get her behind my back. Yeah? And this is typically 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, a lot of time. And then from here I have two options. I can continue with the Setenta. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and I'm back in the familiar position. Or I can do the gancho thing. I can go here, behind her, and now I start pulling her around, and I block her with a left gancho first, and then a right gancho, and then we can do something else. Now, what is really important, which we haven't said this time, is that Casino is a dance of rotation. And if you're doing this kind of stuff, especially in a Setenta, it has to always have this rotation. So if we just illustrate with one example, this last example, what I mean. If you dance like this is not really authentic. If you dance like this, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. This is lazy. You're staying in place. You should always be rotating. It means 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, whatever. So the rotation should always be there, even if you're doing something like this. It's always this direction, which is 90% of Casino dancing.
Well, ladies, you have a very big role in this, because anytime that he gives you a push to go in a certain direction, he will usually stop doing the pushing and do some kind of weird, crazy stuff. You need to be the clock that goes around. You need to be the one that pushes him. So once in this kind of movement, he gives you the energy to go, you need to keep that flow going, okay? You are the thing that makes the clock go around here.